Hey everybody, thank you so much for taking the time to join us for these videos, and specifically thanks to those of you who have responded to the request for questions. And I've been overwhelmed just as I've been reading your stories and hearing a lot of the pain and challenges that so many people are facing when it comes to relationships. And it has me very excited over the next 4 weeks here at Echo at how we're going to be able to address a lot of these questions. And I'm excited to be able to share out of my own pain and struggle and help you in your journey to improve in one of the most important areas of life. And I want to take one category of questions that has really come up a lot, and that specifically is once you're in a relationship, how do you continue to thrive there? And even more specifically to those of us who are married, how do we continue to grow, even rekindle the romance, get better at relating to one another? I have 3 real practical things that have been helpful for me. So I've been married for almost 15 years. The first 5 years of marriage were really bad. I had no clue how to be a husband. And the last 5 years I've been able to discover some things that have been really helpful. I should say last 10 years, some things that have been really helping Stacy and I in no particular order. So the first one is to have a regular date night. So once a week for us, we shoot for 4 a month. We tend to get 3 a month. But we aim to have one time a week. It's just the 2 of us. We put the phones away. We find a babysitter. We go away, watch a movie. We'll go away and have a dinner together. We do fun things. Sometimes we'll go for walks. But we're just focused on each other. We're hearing what's happening in one another's hearts. We're talking through challenges that we're having. And this specific discipline has really helped us because sometimes when you're really busy, you need that thing to look forward to. And it's amazing how much hope it can give you if you know a date night is coming. So number 1, schedule a regular date night. Number 2 is to love according to love languages. So every one of us, we have a primary way that we prefer, or 2 primary ways that we prefer to receive and give love. So Gary Chapman, in his phenomenal book called The 5 Love Languages, talks about 5 specific ways that people tend to like to receive love and affection. 1 is quality time. Number 2 is acts of service. Number 3 is words of affirmation. Number 4 is gift giving. And number 5 is physical touch. And if you find out what it is specifically that your spouse prefers, it's amazing how much easier it is to show them love and affection. So for example, I am a words of affirmation kind of person. I love to be encouraged. I like the attaboys. And Stacy is an acts of service kind of person. So when we first got married, I'd spend all this time encouraging her, telling her she was doing a great job, but really what she wanted was me to get in the kitchen and clean up the dishes. And once I learned that this is much more how she prefers for me to show her love, then it made a massive difference in our relationship. So I want to encourage you, if you're married, to ask your spouse, what is your love language? Share those 5 with them and get to know what it is that they really receive as love. And you might be trying, but you're missing each other because you're not trying to communicate in the love language that the other prefers. Number 3, and last and most importantly, is to make your marriage, if you're married, your most important relationship on planet Earth. And we have a lot of things that are important to us as humans, our jobs, our friendships, our goals that we want to accomplish. But I believe that God specifically has ordained the covenant of marriage between a man and a woman, where they would love each other, where they would be faithfully committed to one another, is this beautiful display of his love for humanity and his love for his local church. And when it happens the way God intends for it to happen, there is a tremendous amount of glory that goes to God. And people see a great marriage and they're curious about it. And you are a living example of God's love here on planet Earth. If you're married, the way that you treat your spouse is a depiction of your faith in God. And there have been times in my life, regretfully so, where I've been more focused on things other than my marriage, my job, friendships, maybe even at times, sometimes it's the kids that get the best of our attention. I want to encourage you to go back and assess your priorities. After God, is your spouse the most important thing to you? And it's amazing when that's priority, how much everything else shifts. You start to make decisions based upon those priorities. Those specific 3 aspects of marriage have been really helpful for us. I look forward to continue continuing the conversation with you. And I'm interested to hear some of what's been helpful to you, even as you think about your own relationship and marriage. If you can comment below here on the video, let us know what's helpful, where you want to continue to grow, and we want to continue to resource you as we do this series called Swipe Right. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining.